अब मैं आपके सामने एक बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ करने वाला हूँ, ठीक है। मैं क्या करने वाला हूँ, मैं आप लोगों के सामने कोर थ्योरीज का एक रिकैप दे रहा हूँ आपको, सही है। सबसे पहले हमने डिस्कस किया इसमें यंग एंड विल्मो को, जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट आते हैं हमारे पास। ठीक है, अब यंग एंड विल्मो ने क्या किया था बेटा, बहुत ही सिंपल सी बात है, ठीक है। यंग एंड विल्मो ने इनिशियली बात आगे बढ़ाई 1950s के अंदर, ठीक है। रिसर्च ऑन वर्किंग क्लास एरियाज इन लंदन, ठीक है जी। अच्छा, उसके अंदर उन्होंने ये बात डिफाइन की कि इन सेगमेंट में सेग्रीगेटेड कॉन्जुगल रोल्स होते हैं, ठीक है। अब उन्होंने जब ये सेग्रीगेटेड कॉन्जुगल रोल्स की बात कही है, तो बात जो समझ में आती है वो क्या आती है कि इन्होंने पहली बात तो ये डिफाइन कर दी, फिर उन्होंने क्या किया 1973 के अंदर रिसर्च की, और फिर उन्होंने कहा इंटीग्रेटेड कॉन्जुगल रोल्स होते हैं, जिसको इन्होंने सिमेट्रिकल फैमिली का नाम दिया। फैमिली का नाम दिया, और उनके मुताबिक इसके अंदर राइज ऑफ न्यू मैन कॉन्सेप्ट, एक ऐसा मर्द जो इकोनॉमिक और डोमेस्टिक दोनों रोल परफॉर्म कर रहा हो, ठीक है जी। यहाँ पर आ जाते हैं आपके पास यंग एंड विल्मो, ठीक है। अब बहुत ही सिंपल सी बात करते हैं हम इसके अंदर, ठीक है। एक चीज़ थी, इस चीज़ को हम कहते हैं, इस फैमिली सिमेट्रिकल फैमिली को हम एक और चीज़ का नाम देते हैं, इस फैमिली को कहते हैं इगैलिटेरियन फैमिली, जहाँ पे इक्वालिटी होती है, इगैलिटेरियन। कहीं पर यह टर्म आ जाए तो परेशान मत होना, इट मीन्स इक्वालिटी बेस्ड फैमिली, बेस्ड, ठीक है। इगैलिटेरियन जो है, जो फैमिली स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं, अब इसी चीज़ को इवैल्यूएट करने के लिए हमारे पास कौन आ जाते हैं, एनोक्ले। उनके मुताबिक ठीक है, एनोक्ले के मुताबिक मिडिल क्लास फैमिलीज में इगैलिटेरियनिज्म ज़्यादा होता है, they are having more equality, और वर्किंग क्लास में लेस इक्वालिटी। ठीक है, फिर हमने अंडरस्टैंड किया, ये हमने डिस्कस कर लिया। फिर हमने सेकंड थ्योरीज को अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं। लाइन क्रेग हमने डिस्कस किया था। इन्होंने बात की थी पार्टनरशिप पेनल्टी के हवाले से और मदरहुड पेनल्टी के हवाले से। पार्टनरशिप पेनल्टी एंड मदरहुड पेनल्टी। सही है। फिर हमने बीबीसी सर्वे की बात की, चोर वॉर्स की। बीबीसी सर्वे, पार्टनर्स within marriage have conflict due to conjugal roles. Have conflict due to conjugal roles. ठीक है, जिसको हम शोर वॉर्स का भी नाम देते हैं. यानी कि काम घर में काम करने पे फड्डे हो रहे हैं. सही है. अच्छा जी, इस कहानी को थोड़ा सा आगे लेके चलते हैं हम. ठीक है, हमने क्या अंडरस्टैंड किया इस पूरे मैकेनिज्म के अंदर कि देखें ये सारे थ्योरिस्ट आ रहे हैं. अब देखो ये लाइन क्रेग इनइक्वालिटी की बात कर रहे हैं, ये इनइक्वालिटी की बात कर रहा है सर्वे. ठीक है, और हमारे पास इक्वालिटी के लिए जो आइडिया है वो आइडिया आता है किसका? यंग एंड विल्मो का. यंग एंड विल्मो ने यहाँ पर जो बात की है वो इक्वालिटी के हवाले से आ सकती है. ठीक है, फिर हम नेक्स्ट थ्योरिस्ट की स्टडी करते हैं. वेनिंग एंड वॉल्टर्स सही है. अब वेनिंग एंड वॉल्टर्स के मुताबिक देयर इज अ सेग्रीगेटेड कॉन्जुगल रोल्स कि मेल ओनली आउटसाइड पेड वर्क करते हैं. ठीक है, और फीमेल क्या करती हैं? फीमेल इज हैविंग डुअल बर्डन बेयर कर रही हैं वो. और डुअल बर्डन बेयर करने की वजह क्या है कि वो इकोनॉमिक बर्डन भी बेयर कर रही हैं प्लस डोमेस्टिक बर्डन भी बेयर कर रही हैं. ठीक है, तो अब अगेन ये बात क्या हो जाती है? ये बात भी इनइक्वालिटी के साथ क्रिएट हो जाती है. मैं आपको पूरे थ्योरीज का एक डिवीजन क्रिएट करके दे रहा हूँ कि आप इनइक्वालिटी और इक्वालिटी को किस तरह से लेकर चलेंगे. ठीक है, ये एक मैंने आपको जो आपके कोर आइडियाज हमने डिस्कस किए थे हमने उनको आपके सामने प्रेजेंट कर दिया. ठीक है, अब हम कहानी को लेके चलेंगे थोड़ा सा आगे. We are going to start with experiences of family life. ठीक है जी, whenever we talk about experiences of family life, उसके अंदर there are few things which we need to add on. The first thing we need to add on is all about to understand who assumes that the family life is positive for its members and who assumes that the family life is negative for its members. ठीक है, according to the functionalist ideas, the family life is having the positive aspects. It means the family is positive for its members and for its society. They always talk about the positive side of the family experiences. They always talk about the positive role of the family to its members and for the society. Okay. That's why we used to call them a consensus approach having a stability ideas related to the family structure. But on the other hand, if we talk about the negative aspects of experiences of family life are linked with the Marxism and feminism. Okay, according to the Marxist ideas, the family life is so exploitative to its members, particularly according to the Marxist feminists, is quite negative for the female partners. But if you talk about the feminist ideas assume this phenomena that the family life is negative for its members. Why is this so? Because they always talk about the darker side of the family, like domestic violence, child abuse, rape in marriage. So they talk about these feminist ideas. The radical feminists oppose the family structure and the experiences of family life. Okay, but if we talk about the postmodernists always emphasize over the individualistic experiences or individualistic interpretation of the experiences. Okay, for postmodernists, for one person the family life could be positive, for another person the family life could be negative. Okay, so according to the postmodernist ideas, the experiences of family life are more individualistic rather than cumulative. Is it clear? So if we move forward, we are going to start with the positive aspects of the family life. According to the functionalists, they always talk about the positive aspects, like they emphasize over the companionship. According to the functionalists, the family provides companionship to its members, and it provides security to its members, and it provides a safe place to raise the children. Okay, so actually functionalists always emphasize over the functions of the family. Like the companionship could be considered as a function, security could be considered as a function, raising children, childbearing and caring and rearing could be considered as a core function. So they always talk about the positive aspects. If you are having the both partners, the child care could be definitely having the role models, the both role models, male and female, and it provides a security. Security means it could be a financial one, it could be the emotional one, it could be the physical one. The family provides security to its members. Either it could be a elder one, either it could be a younger one. Okay, so if we move forward, we are having another aspects of the positive side of the family experiences. That is all about the Parsons. According to the Parsons, the family performs stabilizing roles. We have discussed this idea before, like according to the Parsons and Bales, there are two basic or irreducible functions of the family structure. The first basic or irreducible family function is all about the primary socialization, and another one is all about stabilization of adult personalities. Stabilizing role means, and if you talk about the stabilizing role, it means it maintains order. It maintains order. If an institution is performing its functions, it may eventually lead towards a stabilizing role. That everyone know that this is my role, I need to do this. Another person is performing another role, and that person is performing their role. Okay. So if we talk about the Parsons idea, according to Parsons, the family performs stabilizing role for individual and society. It's beneficial for individual. That individual is part of that particular bigger society, and that if individual is getting the stabilizing role from the family, it may eventually create an impact over the community. So according to the Parsons, the family performs stabilizing role within the society. Okay. According to the functionalist ideas, they are always talk about the positive aspects of the family. They always talk about the sense of personal and social responsibility. The family gives a sense of personal and social responsibility. It means what? That for its members, it is very important to perform several functions, and it is a part of their responsibility. Like if you talk about the family members, the economic provision, the economic responsibility to feed their children, it is one of the core responsibility which is beneficial for its members, for individual members, and for the community also. Okay. So according to the functionalists, it gives a sense of personal and social responsibility, and it gives a wider benefit for its community. Definitely, if you are going to provide an economic provision, or if you're providing any other function like reproduction, you are providing another generation of workers, effective workers. If you are giving them a good values and norms and rituals, it will definitely give the benefit to the wider community. Okay, so this was the whole the core side of the positive aspects. If we move forward, before moving towards the negative side, I want to go towards the postmodernist ideas. According to the postmodernist ideas, it's more about, rather than the cumulative one, according to the postmodernism, the family is more beneficial for individual psychological stability. It is more beneficial for individual psychological stability. It is beneficial for its individualistic health. Okay, like if the family is performing its functions, it is more about individualistic prospect. You need to understand this thing, that the postmodernists always emphasize over the individualistic aspect rather than the cumulative one. Okay, so due to cultural globalization, what's going to be happen? Due to cultural globalization, people are connected. Okay, once the people are connected, they are having more choice. How is this so? Like if you talk about the matriarchal family structure or the cohabiting family structures, or the births outside the marriage structure, this was previously exist in the West Indies or the Caribbean states. Okay, but due to cultural globalization, this culture exported to the London, to the UK, USA, and all around the world. This is because of the cultural globalization, and this idea is more linked with the more choices. Okay, Whenever we say that the culture of globalization may lead towards the more choices, this more choices idea is more linked with the diversity, and this diversity is linked with the postmodernism. Okay, so we can say this thing that postmodernists emphasize more on the individualistic role of the family, individualistic experiences of the family rather than the cumulative one. But on the other hand, whenever we talk about the postmodernist idea, the conservatives are against these more choices idea, because according to the conservative, this more choices or diversity may lead towards a marital instability, may lead towards a single parenthood, may lead towards a singlehood, and all these things are lead towards a marital breakdown. While these more choices are definitely linked towards the uncertainty also. Conservatives always demand for certainty in the form of nuclear family, in the form of marriage. Is it clear to you all? So, but on the other hand, if you talk about the postmodernist optimism, according to Stacey, every family is an alternative family. If you say every family is an alternative family, it means what? You are going to give them more choices. Okay? Postmodernists always celebrate the individualism, the individualistic choice of family and experiences of the family life. Okay? Now, I am moving forward with the negative aspects of the family life linked with the Marxism and feminism. So, if you move forward with the negative aspects related to the family structure, according to the Marxist and the feminist ideas, the family experiences are harmful for its members. Okay, why and how it's harmful? Listen to me. According to the Marxists, the family structure supports the capitalism, supports the patriarchy also, according to the Marxist feminists. And according to the feminists, the family structure is negative for its member, particularly the female members. Why is this so? According to them, there is an existence of darker side of the marriage. There is the darker side of the marriage. According to those ideas, due to this darker side of the marriage, the family experiences are negative for its members. Okay. And if you move forward, the darker side of the marriage, there are several things like domestic violence, child abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse and neglect, rape in marriage, and another one, neglect as with overall its members, male versus female or female versus male. Okay. According to Leach, close-knit family group is a source of social and psychological conflict. Like it could be an extended one. It could be within the members like male versus female, female versus male. According to them, it's a psychological conflict. Psychological conflict means Mr. X is thinking something else, Miss Y is thinking something else, which eventually lead towards a psychological conflict. Okay, not good for the mental health. If you move forward, we are having another theorist like Lange and Esterson. According to Lange and Esterson, the family as an emotionally exploitative institution. Like it exploits the emotions of the individual. Like individuals used to rely on another partner, which eventually lead towards exploitation of behavior or exploitation through emotions. If we move forward, we are having another theorist with the name of Cooper. According to Cooper, family stunts individual development, murder of their selves. Like if you want to do something in your life, there are so many individuals and there are so many theorists who assume this idea. Like if you want to spend your own life, enjoy your own life, you don't need to marry, because marriage is a murder of their selves. Okay, so this is more about the individual development. For them, family is not good for the individual development because your life is more dependent on another partner. Okay, either you are a male or female, doesn't matter. Once your life is dependent on another partner, which eventually lead to a decline of your own self. We are having another theorist with the name of Scheele. According to Scheele, family relationships can easily slip into the damaging relationship, emotionally, physically, psychologically. It could be anything. These theorists are very important to understand concept to use in your answers. We are having so many examples related to the honor killing, honor-related murders, toxic masculinity. Honor-related murders exist in Pakistan, Afghanistan, and there are so many parts of the world where there is an existence of honor-related murders. Toxic masculinity related to the retributive masculinities, drinking, womanizing, and using of drugs, and which eventually lead towards the negative aspects of the family life. And those people are dependent on the other members. So this is all about the core idea related to the experiences of family life.